The mayor called.
We have to save the world by choosing the best economy.
Well, obviously, communism is better than capitalism.
As Adam Smith, I'd have to disagree. I'm the father of modern economics, and capitalism is the best.
Well, I'm the father of Marxism, and I was born in the 1800s, where scientific and social discoveries were more discreetly defined.
Well, I was born in Kirkcaldy in 1723, and I entered Glasgow University at the young age of 14, so I know what I'm doing.
Well, I went to the University of Bonn and the University of Berlin. Ha!
I've written 2 books, Theory of Moral Sentiments in 1759, all about how man's self-interest isn't in conflict with his benevolence, and the other book, Wealth of Nations, in 1776, stating that nations attain wealth and function best where individuals are free to use their skills and capital.
Well, I wrote the Communist Manifesto alongside my comrade Frederick Engels, and my novel has been worshipped by many communists and supporters throughout the nations and the world.
Fine. Tell me why communism is better then.
Communism is obviously better because everyone is equal, and no one has to be jealous of anyone else's money. No one has financial problems, and no one is in debt. There is no poor or wealthy, and the concentration of power is in one area, which is the government.
Look, as I've said before, and I quote, "It is not from the benevolence of the butcher, the brewer, or the baker that we expect our dinner, but from their regard of their own interest." There's a few problems with communism. If everybody's equal, how is there going to be any economic growth? There's simply no motivation. If a trash collector and a doctor make the same amount of money and have the same amount of belongings, why would anyone want to go through all of that trouble to become a doctor?
Well,
let me tell you something. Capitalism is great. People earn their money. It's more efficient because of the company's incentives for it to be. There's economic growth throughout the nation. There's an increase in real GDP and therefore an increase in the standards of living. There's simply no better alternative to capitalism.
well, I once said, capitalist production develops technology and the combining together of various processes into a social whole. Only by sapping the original sources of all wealth, soil, and laborers.
I would have to disagree with that. As I've said before, the real tragedy of the poor is the poverty of their aspirations.
With capitalism, there are tons of financial worries throughout the nation. There is the very poor and there is the very wealthy. Many people are in debt. And there's economic outrage. And there's also boom and bust cycles.
Hey guys, I have a decision-making grid for us to look at. It shows communism versus capitalism. And I have to say, I think capitalism is the best. There's more room for development and people have to earn their wealth. Besides, communism could never really work, and it hasn't before. People are just too greedy. Looks like we'll use capitalism to save the world.
Oh, darn.